Hello, everyone. Diana Rankin here. So good to see you on this Friday afternoon. Couple of things before we get into our viewers' question, which is going to be about group effort in healing um, the world as opposed to individual meditation, etc. And we'll get into that in just a moment. And I want to always say, listen to the last paragraph of what Phillip tells us because it just kind of wraps it all up and really gives us something to go on. Juliet says, hello, everyone. I do have to tell you, I've had some dental procedure and I am still a little swollen. So if I look swollen or talk a little off, please forgive me. Hopefully by next week, this will all be cleared up. Um, this is the Independence Day, July 4th in the US. And so I have put a message up there that as you send healing energy and light to our world and hold those places where the horrific wars are taking place, sending extra light there, if you would just say an extra prayer for the US today. Um, there's a lot of anger and a lot of turmoil and a lot of division. Not always a lot of independence right now going on. So if you just send a little extra light to us today for the U.S. Independence Day, would appreciate it. Thank you. Rush says, hello, Diana, Piper, and friends. And you can see little Piper back there. She was hiding under my feet. She likes to sit under my desk here. And she said, well, I'm going to go back here, Mom. But I'm going to go to sleep because I'm tired. And she's doing okay. Thank you to your prayers and your healing energy. She's doing better than the vet thought she would. So she's doing okay. She's getting kind of used to wearing little skirts, shall we call them, around the house to help with bladder control. Okay, we're going to get going here. And I want to thank you for the questions that you send. If they're esoteric questions, please, you can put them in the comments below or just email me. If they're personal questions, definitely give me a call and we'll get you set up for a session. Guided says, happy Independence Day to all from Guided in Woodridge, Illinois, USA. Thank you. We appreciate that. I'm wearing my sparkles. This is my fireworks here. Piper and I kind of hide for fireworks because they're very scary for her. So we don't go. We loved them as a kid, but it's different as an adult, I think. Anyway, here we go. And again, the swelling makes it a little more difficult to talk. So please bear with me. Thank you. And yes, we will get a message from one of my books, The Master's Book of Answers by Phillip, my spirit guide. And as you know, it's just an oracle book. So we'll get our message for the week. Don't let me forget, because sometimes I do. Okay, here's the question. And, you know, it's so perfect for what we're going through right now. It's so perfect. So I love the divine order of life. I really do. So here's our question. Is the group effort inherently more powerful than an individual effort with things such as prayer, meditation, or sending love and healing? Here's what Phillip has to say. Yes and no. Let us look deeper to explain our response. And forgive me, the swelling. I'm sure we've all had dental work and you can sympathize with me or empathize maybe. Okay, Phillip says yes and no. Let us look deeper to explain our response. We begin by saying it depends on the group and the individual. If the group is not in sync or the group is not engaged in the energy and intention, or the group is not in the energy of love and the spirit, the group may may be less powerful than one individual who has a clear intent and is practiced in the mindfulness of prayer, meditation, or sending love and healing. This said, we wish to, we wish to expand to say a group of like-minded individuals who come together in love are most powerful and usually more powerful than an individual. This is simply because the energy is stronger with many than with one. If the group is together, it is helpful but not necessary. By this we mean the group can be spread around the world, agreeing to a date and time for a prayer, meditation, or for the sending of love and healing. This is already done in some practices of faith and meditation, or world healers. This is not to say an individual should wait to work with a group. An individual should continue their practice for two reasons. One, to further develop their practice for their own growth, and the more powerful their energy, the greater the energy they bring to a group. It is also to be said that even those immersed in their spiritual practices can benefit in practice with the group. They add to the group and strengthen their own energy as well. If there is someone in the group not in alignment, the ones who are in alignment can help those individuals. So you see, it is both yes and no. Listen carefully. We leave you with this message. Develop and deepen your spiritual practices alone, while also working with the group to which you are drawn for your benefit, for the power of the group's energy, and for the love and healing that comes to our world by the practices of love. So, my friends, what Phillip is saying here is whether you're with a group or you're alone, the love that you're sending out into our world, the light that you're sending out, the kindness, the prayers, the healing energies. Yes, it can be more powerful in a group, but don't ever think you're not powerful. And as we come together here, we're sending love and light out. That's pretty powerful. So remember, develop and deepen your spiritual practices alone while also working with the group to which you are drawn for your benefit, for the power of the group's energy, and for the love and healing that comes to our world by the practices of love. Next week, we're going to talk about our own, how to clarify our intention and deepen our own spiritual abilities to send love and healing. So that'll be next Friday. But I want to stop and say, hello, Jamie. She says, hi, hey, from St. Louis. Good to see you, Jamie. Okay, let's get our message for this week, shall we? I'm hearing right. If you heard right, that's a message for all of us. If you heard left, pay attention. That's a message for you. So this is page 53. This is the message for all of us. Confidence comes to you as you learn to trust who you are. Oh, I love that. Confidence comes to you as you learn to trust who you are. And I think that has a lot to do, it always has a lot to do with the message. The message we get here has to do with the answer to the question. And as we grow in our own confidence to be able to send love into the world, as we grow in our own confidence that we are making a difference, even though the bigger world, we may look at it and say, oh, we're not, but we are. Every thought you have of love makes a difference. Smiling at a stranger, you have no idea the difference that can make. In fact, I want to tell you a quick story. I was in college and I came home, and I think I might have been younger than that. Anyway, my mother and I would always go downtown to Dayton, Ohio. And there was these wonderful, exciting Christmas windows at what was then called Reich's department store. And we were standing there, and my mother had always taught me, don't smile at strangers. I wasn't always very good at listening to what my mother told me. This woman was standing beside us or came up, and I just looked at her and I smiled, and she started crying. She thanked me for smiling. Her daughter was in children's hospital, very ill, and the daughter asked the mother to go look at the Christmas decorations, which they had always done together. And when I smiled at the mother, it was like she felt her daughter was smiling at her for being there. I'll never forget that. So, my friend, we never know what something as simple as a smile can do for another. Never underestimate your power. Remember, confidence comes to you as you learn to trust who you are. If you heard left, this is page 52. This is a message for you. When you help another, you help yourself. When you help another, you help yourself. Okay, my friends, I love you. Thank you for putting up with my swollen lips here, or swollen face, and my little difficulty speaking. I wish everyone in the U.S. a very happy Independence Day. And I ask you to please hold us in loving light. It's a scary time in the U.S. right now. So as you say your prayers for the world, say an extra prayer for us, if you would. Thank you. I love you. Rush says, thank you, Diana. Much love. I love you. I thank you for being here, those of you who are able to come live, and your comments. And I'll see you next Friday, hopefully without the swelling. From Piper and me, thank you for the love you send us, and the love you accept from us, and the love you give to our world. Never forget, you are making a difference. Bye for now.